This is what we're going to talk about today. This is just a box that I made for my Acme Clamp-O-Matic. I've got a video out there on how to make that if you're interested. But what we're talking about right now is there's a lot of people out there that show you how to put images on wood. And I've looked at several of those and just wanted to show you a few tips and tricks to make it a little bit easier for getting it lined up and getting you a good image on there. In order to do that, you're going to need some paper. This is the paper that labels come on. This is the part you throw away. You know, you peel them off and you throw this part away. It's shiny on one side and just like paper on the other. You want to print on the shiny side, and for me, I put that in my inkjet printer upside down, and then it comes around like that and prints on this top layer, and it comes out sitting like that. Alright, so let's get started and show you how to get this on there and get it nice and straight and where it looks like this. Now when you make your image, any form of lettering that you do is going to have to be reversed. And now I made these in a free product called Inkscape, and you know, it's a little more difficult to use. It's not quite as intuitive, but there are lots of tutorials out there on how to do stuff with it. So and it's pretty powerful. So if you need something like that, you can use this. A lot of the things you can just do them in Word or something like that, or just download pictures in order to make these. But a couple of little tips that I wanted to give you are, I'm actually putting these onto boxes. So in order to help me get things lined up, I put a box around it that is the same size as my box, and in a minute you'll see how handy that is to help you get everything lined up. So that would be the first thing I would do, is to put you a box around there that is the same size as what you're going to be transferring it onto. Alright, so here it is right off of the printer, and what I'm going to do is take an X-Acto knife, and right along my box that I made, I'm just going to cut right along that line. And now I'm doing two of these, so I'm going to cut it in half. And then I'm going to carefully cut this other side off. Now, these other two box lines, I don't want them on there because I might accidentally get that on my box. So I'm going to wipe it off. And then I'm just going to place it. Now, see, with that I've got my edge. I get my straight edge on there, and it looks like, yes, that's going to line up. And I set it down and just rub over it with my finger like that. And I got it. Just like that. Here, we'll do that one more time. See, it takes almost all of it off of here. Alright, that's got it on here. I tried printing on the glossy sticker paper two different ways. This one right here I did by just printing like I was printing on paper. And you can see it left some blank spots, and the reason is because it put so much ink on there that the ink actually formed kind of into little droplets on the paper. This one I think is much better. It still has a few gaps in it, but the gaps are really caused by the fact that the wood grain is not exactly flat. But to me it's a much better coverage, and everything. The lines are much crisper, and that's because this one was printed by telling the printer that I was printing on high gloss photo paper. So that's your better option, is to use the settings for high gloss photo paper. Now to paint these, we're going to start by painting the bottoms. And we're just using some Minwax fast drying polyurethane semi-gloss. Then we're going to put them up on, I call these little painting trivets. And that just raises the fresh painted surface up off the ground so that you can keep painting. All right, well, I hope that was helpful to you. This is a really neat technique for getting, you can get pictures on stuff like this, but it just makes a really quick way to make a really professional looking package or plaque or just whatever it is you're wanting to make. And as usual, thank you for watching.